In the United States, there's an average of 168 homeless people per 100,000. In Santa Barbara County, that number is 490 per 100,000, making Santa Barbara County 192% higher than the national average. To learn more about the homelessness problem, I spoke with Lt Kenneth Kushner of the Santa Barbara Police Department.
The police department has a lot of involvement with people in the community that are experiencing homelessness. First way that there could be involvement is through enforcement, right? Like any other portion of the population, there's times where crimes are committed, but there's a lot of other ways that police are involved. One key role is helping facilitate services from service providers. Different service providers offer services, but they'll want a presence there to look out for everybody's safety, and so that would be the role of a police officer there. We also have a co-response officer who is partnered with a mental health clinician. So that's another way we interact with homeless.
I also wanted to know how this has changed due to COVID.
We did go into a period of time where we were limiting our interaction so that we weren't spreading or getting COVID. A lot of community members have made observations that there seems to be more homeless encampments on the side of the freeway, really everywhere.
Next, I asked why he thought Santa Barbara's homelessness rate was so high.
One thing that is certainly different than many other states is our weather allows someone to sleep outside. And also Santa Barbara is a tourist destination, so I've observed people who panhandle and seem to do it pretty successfully. Those are things that jump out in my mind, but by no means are a definitive answer based on anything other than my opinion.
To wrap up, I asked what he thought were some solutions to the Santa Barbara homelessness problem.
Homelessness isn't an issue that we're going to police our way out of. So we're not going to go out and write tickets and arrest people and end homelessness that way. Some solutions that I've observed: building trust, first, recognizing what people want and what they need. So those would be the services, really increasing the services that are being provided. And there needs to be a significant amount of availability for diversion for anybody that's needing any type of program, whether it's substance abuse, alcohol, mental illness. And then the bottom line is housing.
After that very informative interview with Lt. Kushner, I wanted to hear another perspective of someone who works with the homeless community. I paid a visit to the Santa Barbara Rescue Mission and got a chance to speak with Kevin Carroll.
So my position is Director of Homeless Guest Services. I've been in this position at Santa Barbara Rescue Mission for 2 years. All total of about 25 years plus experience in working with people who are in need. So we provide quite a few services. Mostly we are an overnight emergency shelter. Along with that is we provide bed nights. We also provide meals. We also offer chapel services, some counseling for folks, nothing professional, but more of a peer counseling. I want to say that we're really relationship based with our guests. So, everybody's got a name, they've got a backstory. We really want to develop that relationship with them, because I think in developing that relationship, we can help them get to the next level. We do a resource center on Thursdays where folks can do resumes, they can do job applications, they can look for housing.
I asked him how he thought COVID impacted the services they provided at the rescue mission.
We try to be pretty barrier-free, right? Because we want to be able to help folks that are in need. But COVID really caused us to take a look at things and changed quite a bit of protocol. We have been doing vaccinations here with Doctors Without Walls, so that's been an exciting thing.
Next, I asked about any other local organizations that he knew of that worked with the homeless population.
We partner a lot with the Public Defender, the District Attorney's Office, placing people here on a temporary basis. SB Act is a great organization. They do a lot of feeding in the community, but they also do a lot of organizing. But I really think that collaboration is a key in seeing the government kind of come together during this pandemic.
Then I asked him if he had any recent experiences with a homeless person that really stood out to him.
So we had one gentleman who I'll call Gus, it's not his real name. He had taken advantage of services, and then because of his mental health issues, he was not able to any longer. And so we found him out on the curb, sleeping across the street. Well, he wasn't eating, he wasn't using the restroom. We were not gonna let him stay that way, so we went over and fed him. And it just got to the point where he had to go to the ER. And now he's in a home, being taken care of and on his meds and doing everything. To me, that was a success case, but that's one of many cases that we deal with every day.
What do you see as some solutions to the homelessness problem?
That's a loaded question right there. Let's stop dehumanizing them, and let's remind ourselves that they're human like us. With that said, I think sitting down and collaborating and coming up with multiple solutions. I don't believe there's just like one, like a silver bullet. I think once we start viewing those people who are experiencing homelessness as people and not as just a plight, I think the conversation can change a lot. I just want to let people know that it can happen to anybody. I mean, I've got stories of people that were successful in business, successful in life, and all of a sudden they lost their job, they lost their home, and they found themselves being homeless. And I think what I would want to stress is that people who are experiencing homelessness are just like you and I. They didn't wake up one day and say, I think I'm gonna be homeless. No, things happen. And I think the greater safety net that we can provide for these folks, then the better we can be as a community.